पाता है।
जी हाँ, तो हम लोग अपने यहाँ क्यों नहीं कर पाते? तो देश सेवा, राष्ट्र निर्माण, कौन सा राष्ट्र निर्माण, कैसा राष्ट्र निर्माण? अपनी पब्लिक प्रॉपर्टीज को हम लोग खराब करते रहते हैं। सीरिया में क्या हो रहा है, ईरान में क्या हो रहा है, इराक में क्या हो रहा है, अखबार में पढ़ा, बड़ा बुरा हो रहा है, नहीं होना चाहिए। किसी बच्चे की हमने तस्वीर देखी समुद्र तट पे, उस पे लिखे हुए दूसरे पे, क्योंकि इंसान है, बस हो गया 5 मिनट 2 मिनट। लेकिन दांत में दर्द है तो क्या होगा? जब तक निवारण नहीं होगा उस पीड़ा का, तब तक आप इत्मीनान से नहीं बैठेंगे। डॉक्टर के पास जाएंगे, डेंटल सर्जन के पास जाएंगे, चेक करवाएंगे, फॉलो अप करेंगे, मेडिसिन लेंगे, ताकि फर्दर भी ये चीज ना रिपीट हो। देश में जो इतनी बीमारियां हैं, इतनी पीड़ाएं हैं, कितने लोग हम में से सोच पा रहे हैं उसके विषय में? आप लोग मुझे भी कह सकते हैं, मैडम आप भी तो माइक पे बोली नहीं है, जरा बताइए आप क्या कर रही हैं देश के लिए। आप पूछ सकते हैं, हम उसके विषय में बात करेंगे। मैं अगले प्रतिभागी को बुलाती हूँ। हमारे बीच मणिपुर से आ रहे हैं मिस्टर थोकचोम सनाथोई सिंह।
A very good afternoon to respected esteemed panel of judges, my dear brothers and sisters, and ladies and gentlemen present over here. This is Thokchom Sanathoi Singh, representing the state of Manipur. And I'm standing before you and would like to declaim on patriotism and nation building. Mahatma Gandhi quoted that patriotism is same as humanity. Humanity in the sense that it's required to do something positive and to have a constructive approach towards the welfare and development of the country in which we live in. According to my concept, patriotism is like our love towards our mother. We all the people sitting over here, we are all patriot, provided that we must be an asset, a contributing member of the society, in order to transform India's socio-economic and political system into a vibrant one. Coming back to nation building. Nation building, it's an effort to build institutions and practices that allows the people to govern themselves in a peaceful and prosperous way. There is a direct and positive correlation between patriotism and nation building, that patriotism is the foundation stone of nation building. Ladies and gentlemen, gone are the days of pre-independence day when it had one meaning, that freedom struggle for India to get rid of the mighty British rule. But today, we, India, got independence and even ready to observe and celebrate Republic Day 2018. In this present context, patriotism doesn't mean that we need to sacrifice our life for the sake of its nation. It means treating the country like your own, loyal to it, and putting its interests at the topmost priority, and that is the secret of patriotism. Let Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam quote it. Let Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, what do you know for, let Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam quote it about patriotism and nation building. Let Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam quote that, don't try to become handsome, my dear young friends. Please try to give your hand to someone. This hand to someone means that we, all the citizens of India, need to work hand in hand, join in hand, and our collective effort and contribution is the need of the hour in order to make India ahead towards the process of nation building process. Ladies and gentlemen, in this present context, what is important right now is that we need Ek Bharat Shreshtha Bharat. We need the politics of Ek Bharat Shreshtha Bharat, not the politics of Ek Bharat Tukra Bharat. Ladies and gentlemen, economically, right now India is an emerging economic power in the world. And it is estimated by the World Bank that India is going to be economic superpower in the world by 2050. For India to be an economic superpower by 2050 as estimated by the World Bank, what is right now important is that we don't need women and ladies to be behind the four walls of a kitchen. We don't need women and ladies to be behind the four walls of a room. What we need is that we need those ladies and women who can build that kitchen. We need those women and ladies who can build that room. But my point is that we need a common platform, and that common platform must provide a high percentage of participation rate of workers, irrespective of gender, in our country, India. And it will boost the country economy into move forward, and will pave the way towards the process of nation building process, my dear friends. My dear friends, demographically, we all are aware of the fact that India is the second most populous country in the world after China. And according to 2011 census, 65% of the total population in India is under the age of 35 years. I'm so happy, and it's so impressive figure that we have such a high percentage of working population in India. But my suggestion, but my question here is that if this 65% of the total youth population in India is not properly standardized, trained, and equipped with modern educational facilities. It's unworthy of having such a high percentage of working population in India. My dear friends, youths are the pillars of the nations. Let's minimize our demand that we the youth want this and we the youth don't want this. It's not a time that we need to off our choice that we the youth want this and we the youth don't want this. Instead, it is the high time that we the youth need to maximize our efforts, our contribution towards the welfare and development of the country in order to bring India forward towards the process of India's national building process. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start off. Let's stand up. Let's make in India. Come on, India. Come on, youth. Let's play a game of a new India, a self-reliant India. My dear brothers and sisters, the people of northeastern states are racially different from the people of central India. The people of the southern states are racially different from the people in northern India. But these racial differences should not be a major hindrance to the process of India's national building process. Let's not identify ourselves as Manipuri, as Kashmiri, as Gujarati, as Keralite, as Bihar. Let's try to identify ourselves as Indians. The only way out is that let's put racism and racial differences into race in peace. Means that, ladies and gentlemen, one of the important characteristic features of our country India is that unity in diversity. In order to sustain India's demographic character, that is unity in diversity, respecting the differences and sharing of the values among the different states of the country India, among the different people who are residing in nook and corner of India, is the need of the hour in order to sustain unity in diversity. Respecting the difference of what? Respecting the difference of religion, respecting the difference of culture, tradition, social norm, and environmental variations. The people of Jammu and Kashmir living in Jammu and Kashmir need to accept the culture and tradition of the people living in Kanyakumari. Similarly, the people living in Manipur need to accept the culture and tradition of Gujarat. And this is the basic principle behind Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat. What kind of Shrestha Bharat? Shrestha Bharat of unity in diversity. Ladies and gentlemen, we are aware of the fact that India is the largest democratic country in the world. But a major hindrance towards the process of India's national building process is that its structural and functional unit of the society, so-called family, is not democratic in India. So at the foremost, what is required is that we need to have democracy in families. Ladies and gentlemen, parents need to educate their children the value system, the family value system, the democratic principle of our country, the culture and tradition of our country. This doesn't mean that we look down the Western cultures. Let's appreciate those Western cultures. But at the same time, parents should educate their children in order to modernize the existing culture and tradition of our country. Not to westernize, but to modernize the existing culture and tradition in order to give a change in the system. And that change in the system should be unanimously accepted by all the citizens of the country India. And this is the essence of nation building process. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to transform the socio-economic and political system of our country India, we need women empowerment. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also introduced Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao and targeted women empowerment. The reason behind is that it is impossible to have a productive nation building process in India in the absence of women empowerment. Ladies and gentlemen, simply hoisting the tricolor flag of India will not tell you that you are a patriot. But if you want to define yourself as a patriot in this contemporary scenario, in this contemporary world, we need to stand and fight against corruption, poverty, illiteracy, social discrimination, social inequality, social distributive injustice, and we need to stand for women empowerment. For this, what we need right now, at this very moment, for this we need national character. National character of what? National character of courage, national character of determination, national character of hard work, national character of possessing high moral value system. And it is because of this national character that today Japan stood top among the most modernized economy in the world today, despite the whole nation crumbled after Hiroshima and Nagasaki was struck with atom bombs. Ladies and gentlemen, one suggestion at last which I would like to put up before you is that if you want to transform the socio-economic and political system of a country, India, into a vibrant one, it's not possible to have such a productive socio-political and economic transformation into a vibrant one only by the efforts of the government of India. If there is a negligence on the part of the parents, if there is a negligence on the part of the individual, and if there is a negligence on the part of the family, then there will eventually and ultimately there will always be a hole to the process of nation building. And it is always will be the major hindrance to the process of India's nation building. What we need right now is that we need active participation. Swaz Bharat Abhiyan tell each and everyone indirectly that the successful of the nation building process would be achieved only when we, all the citizens of our country, India, are contributing to it by having a sense of patriotism in us. Ladies and gentlemen, and last but not least, it's the high time that we, all the citizens of India, need to work join hand in hand together. And let's take India to a greater height and tell to the world that we're coming. Thank you.